teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Pressure coming. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. Turns it on down the left side. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a mid-season showdown.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And on third down, they find a way to get the ball to the back end space and move the chain.
And that's a play the defender would like to have back. They like...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Anderson will throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
Motion from the back. They'll run the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
And the Aggies are in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They'll power it inside with the fullback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Aggies want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. through a tackle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fights off a defender. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Anderson wants to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Anderson will throw. Unloads to the right. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns.
Oh, they're faking it. And the incompletion is an open invitation to the special teams unit to come onto the field.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they miss the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Anderson wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very with results of the play. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This offense has it with really good field position. He's got it on the right. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden pass game. Where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. To throw, it's Knight. Steps away. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. A run for the quarterback. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. Crosses the 40. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
They'll give it to him again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Anderson will throw. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on third. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe a adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, going to the air. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. Stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. The give to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here dealing with a second and long. Give to the fullback. Powers through the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
By the defense there, they were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over, and if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Makes the catch. It's Barber. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Miller wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Barber. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
He was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for us.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long. It's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to...
Got some room to run. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the... Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back has it. Creates a little space. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on fourth. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was able to get back on top of it.
What a lucky break for the run. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no. And just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Anderson will throw. Turns it loose. On target to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
This quarterback part of their running game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Takes the grab on the left. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it just too much work for that running back to convert that third.
They fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? And he makes the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up and the gamble pays off.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Sticks it in his belly. Finds some fresh air. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. Power football with the run. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.